We know that the Independent Electoral Commission has declared Professor Chukwuma Soludo of the All Progressives Grand Alliance the winner of Saturday's election. And he polled about 422,000 votes to defeat his closest rival, Nicholas Ukachukwu of the All Progressives Congress, who polled 99,445 votes. But this time around, let's catch a quick reaction from our correspondent, Itope Kuteyi, who monitored the exercise. And let's get to have a feel of what is actually happening today in Anambra State, Oka, where he is currently positioned. Tope, good morning to you. And what is actually happening this morning?
Good morning, Chris. Well, I'm not in Oka right now. I'm in Isofia, the country home of the Anambra State Governor, Chukwuma Soludo, and I'm right here in his residence. And if you could see behind me, that's his podium. You know, he's just been declared the winner of the governorship election here in Anambra State by the returning officer, Professor Edoba Omorege. And if you could see, that's his podium. We're waiting for him to come out and give his acceptance speech. But before now, there's been jubilation everywhere by indigenes of this community and across the state following the declaration of Governor Chukwuma Soludo as the winner of the 2025 governorship election here in Anambra State.
Okay, let's look at, that's the people generally. Have you gotten any reaction from other political parties? Have you had any reactions from them?
Okay, you know, earlier, immediately they declared, the governor was declared the winner of the election at the INEC office in Oka. So because we were here and my colleague was on the other side, but from what we were meant to understand, only we have 16 political parties that participated in this election, and only 2 political parties signed the acceptance register at the INEC office in Oka. So basically, we're going to get reactions as we proceed today. But before then, you know, there's been accusations and counter-accusations by different political parties, by the candidates also. So definitely, we're going to get enough reactions as we move forward today.
Okay, while we wait for those reactions, let's go back to what happened yesterday. You were everywhere yesterday. Maybe you want to just bring us back to what actually transpired yesterday. How did it actually go with the process generally? Would you want to rate the process yourself?
Okay, I'm going to talk about the process from the aspect of we, the journalists, and also the observers. Yesterday there was a midday press briefing by a joint coalition of observers, and same thing we also saw on the field. You know, there's low turnout of voters, and we could see at the INEC office during the collation of results. You know, there are some places you see registered voters of over 100,000, and we have accredited voters of about just 15 to 20,000. So that shows that there was low turnout of voters yesterday. But by and large, the election was peaceful. You know, everywhere we went to, we didn't hear any form of breakdown of law and order or any form of criminal activity anywhere. The police security operatives, they were everywhere trying to forestall any breakdown of law and order. I covered Anambra. I covered Anambra North yesterday, and that's Onitsha South, Onitsha North, and Oyi local government around those areas, and there were no incidences of any violence recorded at the polls yesterday. And also, we also found out that there was voter apathy because from places I visited yesterday, we saw some youths just instead of going to the polls to vote, from seeing them, you know, they are even above 18, but they were playing football on the streets yesterday. We went. We also went to the Onitsha main market yesterday, where some traders were willing and eager to cast their vote and exercise their civic responsibility responsibility. But generally, the election was peaceful, and there were no record of violence. And you could see yesterday when the commissioner in charge of the election, the CP in charge of the election, was on our station yesterday. He also gave he also gave his own account of the whole election, saying it was peaceful, and because of the coordination and cooperation and collaboration with all the security agencies to ensure that the election went smoothly, free, fair, and violence-free.
What we know, we're expecting over 2 million voters, yesterday. And of course, what we've gotten so far, I'm sure we've not done up to 1 million at all, or we didn't do even up to 600,000 or 700,000 voters. What do you think might be responsible for this voter apathy? Is it because they do not trust the process, or what do you think? What were they saying? Even those that were playing football, what were they talking about? Why didn't they vote?
Okay, basically, first, a day before the election, when I monitored the streets to see people that were doing their last-minute shopping, so some said they don't trust the process. That even if you vote for somebody, their vote will not count. That was the first thing. Then some people say, well, they're not even interested. They want to do their business. They want to travel. They have a lot of things to do. They are busy. And then one other very important thing is that people also have this fear that there might be challenge of insecurity, following what has happened in the past, the whole security situation in the southeast. So some people are agitated. They think maybe the election was going to be all violent and all. So they prefer to stay in their home than coming out to vote. I think those are the factors that I think affected the turnout yesterday.
Do you think he might be talking about today?
Yeah, well, from what we've seen in this community, Ethiopia community, people are happy, people are jubilating, and I think that might be what is going to also play out in other parts of the state, today. But we're going to go around, we're going to feel the pulse of the people, and we're going to also speak to them to set agenda for the governor for the next 4 years. So we'll bring you up to speed with all that as the day unfolds.
Thank you so very much, Tokwe. Thank you. And of course, we'll keep tabs with development there. As soon as the government is out, I'm sure we'll link up with you again. Thank you once again. And
thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right.